It's 2 a.m. You snap awake, staring up into the pitch black of your bedroom. Immediately, your mind starts racing, calculating exactly how few hours you have left before the alarm goes off. You assume something is wrong. You label it insomnia, and the panic of losing that precious, uninterrupted block of rest only makes it harder to drift back off. Modern medicine frames this wakefulness as a failure of the brain. However, evidence suggests your body is actually following a biological program older than civilization itself. Looking at this timeline of the last 300,000 years, the single continuous 8-hour block we expect today only appears in this tiny sliver at the very end. For almost all of human history, sleeping straight through the night was entirely unprecedented. We haven't developed a mass sleep disorder over the last century. We have simply forgotten an ancient, biologically programmed state of human consciousness. In 2001, historian Roger E. Kirch spent 16 years combing through archives and unearthed a massive historical paper trail. He found over 500 distinct references to a resting pattern that modern society has entirely erased. Documentation of this pattern exists in 15th century prayer books, court records, medical texts, and diaries. Across centuries of written history, people explicitly divided their nights into two distinct phases, a first sleep and a second sleep. Between these two phases was a widely accepted cultural norm known as the watch. This was a reliable 1 to 2 hour period of wakefulness right in the dead of night. Historical records show no signs of panic during these hours. People used the quiet window to study, reflect on their dreams, visit neighbors, or, as one 16th century French physician recommended, conceive children. The evidence shows middle-of-the-night wakefulness functioned as a normal, productive part of the daily human experience. While history provides the context, clinical biology provides the proof. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Ware ran an experiment to identify humanity's baseline biological rhythms. He took a group of volunteers and removed every source of artificial light. For an entire month, they experienced 14 hours of pure darkness every night, mirroring the conditions of our ancestors. This chart maps the results. Within weeks, without any prompting, the participants' sleep patterns automatically fractured, reverting to a biphasic rhythm of 2 4-hour phases. A window of quiet wakefulness emerged specifically between those two blocks, lasting between 1 and 3 hours. During this gap, Ware measured a surge in prolactin, the same hormone the body releases during meditation. This chemical change induces a meditative state, explaining why participants reported feeling deeply peaceful. This clinical data identifies the ancient watch as a state of consciousness, hard-coded into our DNA. Our loss of this biological function coincides with the introduction of artificial light. The DAS street lamp represents our early attempts to conquer the night. The transition moved rapidly from city lamps to the widespread commercialization of the electric light bulb. By 1879, Edison's prototypes gave us the power to extend the day indefinitely. This schematic shows the mechanism of that override. When artificial light, specifically the blue light from screens, hits your retina late at night, it triggers a biological pathway that tricks the brain into perceiving daylight. This false signal suppresses melatonin production. The result is the complete fracture of our natural biphasic sleep cycle. In our quest to light the dark, a single technological shift has overwritten 300,000 years of evolutionary programming. We have rebranded a biologically natural period of peaceful reflection as a medical condition. This changes how you should view your own rest the next time you wake up at 2 a.m. Instead of worrying about lost rest or scrolling away the hours on a screen, allow yourself to remain in the dark. Your body is working as intended. It is simply remembering an ancient rhythm. You are experiencing the lost space between first and second sleep, waiting